It's not like at least it wasn't this weekend. The weekend
Sarah and John are so thankful to have each of you here to help celebrate their wedding. Who brings this woman to be married to this man?
We do.
We do.
Please be seated.
Okay. Bear with us a second. And then step in.
And if you'd like to hold hands, thank you. All set. Good afternoon. My name is Stoddard Mojado. I'm a Justice of the Peace for the town of Littleton and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Welcome to this beautiful setting on this gorgeous autumn day and to the ceremony that will unite Sarah and John in marriage. We gather together this afternoon to celebrate their union and honor their commitment to each other. Today, John and Sarah proclaim their love to the world, and we rejoice with and for them. In marriage, we give ourselves freely and generously into the hands of the one we love, and by doing so, we receive the love and trust of the other as our most precious gift. But even as that gift is shared by the two who are in love, it also touches the friends and family members who in various ways support and contribute to the relationship. All of you are Sarah and John's community. You have played some part in bringing them to this moment, and each of you, by your presence here, is an essential part of their ceremony. As their community, will you offer love, guidance, and support to Sarah and John, both in their marriage and in their future together? If so, please answer, we will. We will. Thank you. Sarah and John wish to acknowledge those who cannot be with them today. Although those remembered cannot be with us, their love and guidance remain. Their presence is felt here today and will continue to bless and oversee this ceremony and this marriage. How do we meet our soulmate in this lifetime? Being a doorman at a townhouse party seems an unlikely way. Yet that is just what happened to Sarah and John at Fairfield University in February of 2015. Sarah was a freshman, while John was a junior, and he was the doorman at the party. And he later asked Sarah and her friend Carolyn back to his apartment, where they talked for hours about Into the Wild and Russia. As there was a blizzard that night, which happened often in February of 2015, John walked Sarah back to her dorm and asked whether Sarah would like to have coffee with him in the morning. Sarah did, and they went to a bagel place where again they talked for hours. And they have been a couple and together ever since. As they spent more and more time together, going to museums, watching movies and documentaries, they are big film people. Their deep and abiding love developed, strengthened, and flourished as Sarah and John realized that being together was far more important to them than what they were doing together. But they were often not together during breaks in the school year with Sarah in Shrewsbury, while John was in Larchmont, New York. And after John graduated, his family moved to New Rochelle, while Sarah's moved to Beverly, and their relationship was a long distance for quite a while. Especially when Sarah had to take a medical leave of absence from school in 2016, and John would take the train to see her in Beverly. It was a difficult time for both of them, as they would see each other for a few days and then would have to part. But the strength of their love is what brought them through those difficult times, and their relationship became even stronger. When Sarah returned to school, John was working nearby and squatting wherever Sarah was. After Sarah graduated, she moved even farther north with her family to West Newbury, while John was back in New Rochelle. But they made things work, using Amtrak and lots of driving. Then the pandemic struck, and they did not see each other for 5 months. But Sarah and John needed to get together, and finally, they were together at Sarah's parents' home. John and Sarah had always known that marriage would be coming. 6 months after they started dating, Sarah told John that he should propose in 5 years. But with their lives in such a state of flux, they were waiting for things to fall into place. Sarah had her grandmother's ring, and John took it to Salem to be updated, and with Sarah's parents' help, he set out to deceive Sarah. Sarah's parents told her that they were planning a block party on July 10th, 2021 to celebrate their new patio in West Newbury. Sarah jumped into the planning, totally believing that the party would be happening. But when she arrived there was no food, there were only 4 beers in the fridge, and only John was outside working on the fire pit. As she sat outside, her mom put a speaker in the window, a song played, and suddenly John was on one knee offering her a beautiful ring. Sarah said yes before John could propose. And then made him propose again, saying yes through tears. And that yes has brought this special couple to this moment in their lives. Now, Sarah and John, look at one another and remember this moment. Before this moment, you've been many things to each other: acquaintance, friend, companion, lover. Soon you will say a few words that take you across a threshold of life, and things will never be quite the same between you. For after this ceremony, you shall say to the world, "This is my husband, this is my wife." Our reading is from Mark Twain, "These I can promise." I cannot promise you a life of sunshine. I cannot promise you riches, wealth, or gold. I cannot promise you an easy pathway that leads away from change or growing old. But I can promise all my heart's devotion, a smile to chase all of your tears of sorrow, a love that's true and ever growing, a hand to hold in yours through each tomorrow. As my wife Kai and I celebrated our 53rd wedding anniversary last July, I do have some thoughts on marriage for you. From Instructions for Life in the New Millennium by His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. Take into account that great love and great achievements involve great risk, and that a loving atmosphere in your home is the foundation for your life. Be gentle with the earth. Be gentle with one another. When disagreements come, remember always to protect the spirit of your union. When you realize you've made a mistake, take immediate steps to correct it. Remember that the best relationship is one in which your love for each other exceeds your need for each other. So love yourselves, love one another, love all that is your life together, and all else will follow. And if I might add my own advice, allow each other room to grow, but never allow each other to grow apart. Continue to be the best friends for each other that you already are, for that friendship will last forever. And nothing is better than when your love is also your best friend. And treasure each and every day that you have with each other. For as Kate Wolf, one of my favorite singers, songwriters, reminds us, the days like flowers bloom and fade, and they do not come again. This wedding ceremony is the public recognition of a commitment that Sarah and John have already made privately in their hearts. But it's also their commitment to all of you who know and love them. It is in this spirit that Sarah and John have come here to exchange their vows. If you need a handkerchief, let me know.
No, I'm good. Thank
Okay.
you.
Sarah and John, have you come here freely and without reservation to give yourselves to each other in marriage?
Yes, we have.
And John, please repeat after me. I, John, take you, Sarah, to be my wife,
I, John, take you, Sarah, to be my wife,
my partner in life and my one true love.
my partner in life and my one true love.
I will cherish our union
I will cherish
our union and love you more each day than I did the day before.
and love you more each day than I did before.
I will trust you and respect you,
I will trust you and respect you,
laugh with you and cry with you,
laugh with you and cry with you,
loving you faithfully through good times and bad,
loving you faithfully through good times and bad,
regardless of the obstacles we may face together.
regardless of the obstacles we may face together.
I give you my hand, my heart, and my love.
I give you my hand, my heart, and my love.
From this day forward,
From this day forward,
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
Sarah, do you take John to be your husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, and to love and to cherish John forever and always?
I do.
Please repeat after me. I, Sarah, take you, John, to be my husband,
I, Sarah, take you, John, to be my husband,
my partner in life and my one true love.
my partner in life and my one true love.
I will cherish our union
I will cherish our union
and love you more each day than I did the day before.
and love you more each day than I did the day before.
I will trust you and respect with you,
I will trust and respect you,
laugh with you and cry with you,
laugh with you and cry with you,
loving you faithfully
loving you faithfully
through good times and bad,
through good times and bad,
regardless of the obstacles we may face together.
regardless of the obstacles we may face together.
I give you my hand, my heart, and my love.
I give you my hand, my heart, and my love
From this day forward,
from this day forward,
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
John, do you take Sarah to be your wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, and to love and to cherish Sarah forever and always?
I do.
May I have the rings? Thank you. Sarah and John, the promises that you have made to each other today are inscribed forever in your minds and in your hearts. But words are fleeting, so those who marry wear rings as visible, tangible symbols of their commitment and of their connection. These rings announce to the world that you have found each other. They're a reminder and a celebration of the promises you have made today. And in exchanging these bands, you knit your two lives together. And John takes Sarah's ring. Take it to the knuckle. Hold it there.
This one.
And repeat after me. Sarah, I give you this ring,
Sarah, I give you this ring
so that when you look at it, you will remember
so that when you look at it, you'll remember
that you are the other half of my heart.
that you are the other half of my heart.
And now all the way on. Good job. And Sarah,
There we go.
and take it to the knuckle, hold it there, repeat. John, I give you this ring,
John, I give you this ring
so that when you look at it, you will remember
so that when you look at it, you will remember
that you are the other half of my heart.
that you are the other half of my heart.
Now all the way on. Good girl. May these rings symbolize your unity with one another, giving you the strength to happily honor your commitments to each other. May they remind you that marriage is not a destination, but a journey with no beginning and no end. It is a moment-to-moment opportunity to love and to be loved to the best of your ability. Sarah and John, I asked you to find a strong wooden box that will hold a bottle of wine and 2 wine glasses. I also asked each of you to write a letter to one another expressing your thoughts about the good qualities that you have found in your future partner, as well as your reasons for falling in love. I requested that under no condition were you to read each other's letter, and that you were to seal them so they could be placed in the box with the wine and glasses. Please now place your letters that you wrote to one another in your box.
Sorry.
Sarah and John, today you are on top of the world. Everything is good and happy and right as it should be. But we know that life is often difficult, and that in the future you will face hardships together. As you deal with the inevitable challenges that life will present, let these letters be a reminder of this happy experience and of the vows that you have made to each other. However, should you ever find that your marriage is facing difficulties and challenges, before you make any irrational decisions, I want you to sit down together, open the box, open the wine, drink some wine together, and then go into separate rooms to read the letters that you wrote to one another when you were wed. By reading these love letters, you will reflect upon the reasons that you fell in love with each other in the first place. Of course, my hope is that you will never have a reason to open this box unless it is to celebrate your 20th wedding anniversary. For your wedding blessing, a Norito Japanese blessing. Bless them as unmoving and eternal. May their lives flourish like luxuriant trees. May they, Sarah and John, together with heaven and earth, with the sun and with the moon, continue to give out light and radiance. Thus we do reverently pray. May your love be based on freedom, for though our hands may touch, it's our hearts that hold. When you hold love within your heart, you radiate a light, which shall brighten all the days of your life and beyond. Everything we truly love becomes a part of us forever. So take your time with each other. Let your love seed grow and mature with the seasons to provide you with warmth, serenity, joy, and acceptance through all the years of your marriage. Love is not a wall, it is a bridge. Love does not confine, it sets you free. It leads as a pathway, winding to places unknown and mysterious. With love to light the way, you can meet any challenge together. Sarah and John, although I'm officiating here this afternoon, it is not truly in my power to sanctify, legitimize, or bless your relationship in any way, because the two of you have already done that within your hearts. Let it be known that you're joined body and soul in this lifetime, and that this bond is sacred and eternal. And now that you have stood before me and have exchanged these vows and these rings, and have agreed to be married according to the laws of the state of Massachusetts, by the power granted to me by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, it gives me great pleasure to pronounce that you are husband and wife. Let me kiss your bride. Turn and face your guests. Could you give her bouquet, please? Yeah.
My bouquet. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to introduce Mr. and Mrs. John and Sarah Bauer.
Make some noise for the parents of the groom, Ginny and David Bauer. Parents of the bride, Pam and Steve Swanson. Anna Bauer and Liam Whitaker. Callie Bauer and Daniel Swanson. Give it up for our maid of honor, Stephanie Leonard, and best man, Chris Yu. Now this next announcement is the most important announcement. Make some noise for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. John and Sarah Bauer. One more time, make some noise, Mr. and Mrs. Bauer. We'll have guests take their seats as we prepare for speeches and toasts.
I'd like to welcome everybody here. I don't really need to yell because I could do it without a microphone. But I want to welcome everybody here, and we're so lucky and blessed to have each and every one of you here join us for this very, very special day. COVID really shut things down, so I haven't even seen some of my own kids in a long, long time, my grandbabies. So I'm very excited to be here on this day to wish you guys a lot of happiness and years of love.
I have the great honor.
Speak louder, Dad.
I have the honor of delivering the first toast.
Speak into
It's on.
It's on.
All right, how do we turn this on?
You press the on button.
Hi, good. We can hear you. You're loud.
All right, go ahead.
You're good.
Just speak loud.
Okay. I have the honor of giving the first toast for John and Sarah Bauer. And what I would like to do is have everybody pick up their glasses and lift them up to John and Sarah Bauer for a long life of happiness and joy.
Here, here.
Here, here.
Here, here.
Thank you.
Big round of applause for the parents of our bride, Pam and Steve Swanson. And next we're going to welcome our
Sarah and John, I'm so excited to be here with you on your wedding day. It only took you 7 years to get here. Sarah, I remember when Mom and Dad brought me home to be my new baby sister. With 3 older brothers, I wanted another girl. I have watched you grow up, and you are beautiful and sweet. You were born a Disney princess, and you look like one today. You helped me get through things that are hard for me to do, and you are the best sister in the world. John, I'm so glad you and Sarah finally are getting married. You are kind and patient. You don't get mad at me except when I beat you at video games, which I do a lot, especially bowling. I am so happy you are my brother-in-law. I wish you guys a lifetime of happiness, and most of all, thanks for bringing your dog Ralphie Bauer into my life.
Another big round of applause for Maid of Honor Stephanie there. And last I'm going to welcome David Bauer, the father of our groom.
I'm ready.
Just take it off.
I am just so happy seeing all these beautiful people that I love so much, and I want to thank you for being here, because I know you've all come a long way, or a lot of you have come a long way, and I want to thank Pam and Steve especially. Where are they? Right there. Pam and Steve especially for staging this beautiful wedding weekend. Thank you so much. Johnny and Sarah told me that my speech had to be precisely 3 to 4 minutes. And I'm afraid I'm going to disappoint them a little bit because I timed it out last night and it's 47 minutes. So I apologize. And it's so great to see all these Swansons here, or the extended Swanson family, very extended Swanson family. And in truth, it's been fun to meet you, but oh, I should have my glasses. I'd like to thank my wife, beautiful wife Jenny, for her contribution. Sarah loves to tell stories about her family, and so we have heard lots about the Swanson family over the years, and now we can put faces to names. I have to say, though, that I am still a little bit daunted by the Swanson patriarch, Mr. Stephen Swanson. I mean, part, of course, is because of that whole, FBI thing. But more than that, Johnny once told me, Mr. Swanson is like Clint Eastwood. So no, actually, he is Clint Eastwood. I mean, he's just, he's so tough, but he's still so chill. Well, I can guarantee you that Johnny has never told me that I remind him of Clint Eastwood. We're here to toast the marriage of Johnny and Sarah. As everyone knows, this has not exactly been a whirlwind courtship. It's been a long time coming since that first fateful cup of coffee together at Fairfield. It's been 8 years. Over that time, thanks to proximity, we Bowers have learned a lot about Sarah. We learned that she is as smart as she is beautiful, and that's really smart. She's incredibly kind and thoughtful, and she is amazingly patient and understanding with Johnny, and that's important. cannot exaggerate how grateful all of the Bauer family is for Sarah. But while we've gotten to know Sarah, many of the extended Swanson family have not had a chance to know Johnny. And you may well be wondering, who is this guy? Who is marrying our beloved Sarah? So I thought I could perform a little service here by telling you just a few things about Johnny Bauer. You might well ask, will Johnny provide for Sarah? Well, I can guarantee you the answer is yes. I can assure you Johnny will provide for Sarah. And how do I know? I know because Johnny has been laser focused on his professional life since a very early age. When Johnny was maybe 9 or 10, we were driving somewhere and went into a toll booth. And I rolled down the window and gave the guy $2 or whatever it was. And as we're pulling out, Johnny says, Dad, is that a job? And I said, what? He said, he pointed at the guy in the toll booth. Is that a job? I said, yeah, that's a job, Johnny. And I could see the wheels turning in his head. He's thinking, that guy sits there and takes people's money, and that's a job. I can do that. This early ambition would show itself repeatedly. There was the guy in the ski lift, who holds the chair while you get into it, and Johnny looks at him and turns back to me and says, Dad, is that a job? The guy who at the construction site turns the stop sign back and forth. Dad, is that a job? Yes, Johnny, that's a job. So I knew then that Johnny was well focused on his professional life. Sarah, rest assured, you have nothing to worry about. You might also be wondering, will Johnny protect and defend Sarah? Now that's kind of an old-fashioned question, but it's important. And yes, Johnny will protect Sarah. How do I know? Well, first, I know Johnny is deceptively strong. Not as tough as Clint Eastwood. He's tough enough. Johnny also has expertise in firearms. Sarah has often told me how much she admires Johnny's vast collection of vintage Nerf guns. What's more, Johnny, when growing up, was an excellent paintball player. Paintball. These little balls of paint. Yeah, he was really good at that. So, Johnny knows everything there is to know about a paintball gun. Under any circumstances. Sarah will be protected. Could get really messy, but Sarah will be safe from harm. Now, last question I can answer for you. Will Johnny love Sarah forever? Now, that might usually be a hard question to answer, right? Forever. But in this case, it's easy, and the answer is yes. You don't have to watch Sarah and Johnny together for very long to see the care they have for each other. It doesn't take long to see the respect they have for each other, to see the affection they have for each other. It's really just palpable. It's so easy to see that these two were meant for each other. And I'm certainly not the only one who's noticed this. I've heard at least 20 times today. Wow, you can just see how much they love each other. And it's true. You just can't miss it. It's just there. It is a very visible love. And it's a beautiful thing to see. And I believe that will last forever. And so, here's to Sarah.
Raise your glass.
Here. Here's to Sarah and John. And this beautiful forever marriage. I love you both so much. I love you, Sarah. I love you, Johnny.
I'm not drinking it. It's not good.
Cheers. Cheers.
Let's hear it for David. Let's hear it for the rest of our speakers. And of course, let's hear it for John and Sarah Bauer.
I'm David McFadden, Professor of History at Fairfield University, where I have taught for 32 years. I did not have the privilege or the opportunity to teach John because he was in the School of Business, but Sarah took me in the first semester and twice more after, 3 different classes. And this is a toast primarily to Sarah because she is the greatest student I have ever taught. And I also want to say my thanks for this incredible reception, for our family, and for everything that's happened here. And the wedding ceremony was absolutely spectacular. So thank you, Sarah, for entering my life and enriching it beyond measure.
Let's please welcome Mr. and Mrs. John and Sarah Bauer. They're going to go into their first dance as a married couple.
You say there's so much you don't know. You need to go and find yourself. You say you'd rather be alone, 'cause you think you won't find it tied to someone else. Ooh, said it's true that the growing only happens on your own. They don't know me and you. I don't think you have to leave. When you're high, I'll take the lows. You can have it, I can flow, and we'll take it slow and grow as we go. got so much left to learn. I don't know, but I'd like the company through every twist and turn. Ooh, say it's true that the growing only happens on your own. They don't know me and you. You don't ever have to leave if to change is what you need. You can change right next to me. When you're high, I'll take the lows. You can ebb and I can flow, and we'll take it slow and grow as we go. Grow as we go. Grow as we go. Grow as we go. I don't know who we'll become. I can't promise. I believe that when it's done, we're gonna see that it was better, so we grew up together. I don't wanna leave, 'cause if change is what you need, you can change right next to me. When you're high, I'll take the lows. You can ebb and I can flow. We'll take it slow and grow as we go. Grow as we go. Grow as we go. Grow as we go. Let's hear it for the new Mr. and Mrs. John and Sarah Bauer. And we're going to keep Sarah in the center of that dance floor, and she's going to be joined by her father, Steve.
Close
got a friend, yeah. Ain't it good to know you got a friend? Ain't it good to know you got a friend? Oh yeah, yeah, you got a friend. Let's hear it for Sarah and her father, Steve. Very well done. Now, John, Sarah, I'm going to have you guys just go to the center of that dance floor real quick. And I want you to take a moment to just look around you at all these people who came to celebrate your love. Let's show them some love, everyone. Give it up for them. Now, leading up to this wedding, we talked a lot. One thing we agreed on is we wanted one big party, and that is all we have left to do. That dance floor is now open. Join them in the middle. Come on.
Yeah, feed it. We have no idea what we're doing. It's fine, guys.
There we go.
Shimmy it out, Tony. Shimmy it. There we go. That's a piece. That's a piece. We got it. No, shove it in your face. Are we gonna do the cross arm thing? How do you do that?
I gotta go.
There you go. Yep.
Oh no, that's
How does that work?
You know what? We're just gonna cake. Oh, okay.
Okay, ready?
Woo! Redo. Ready?
Got more.
Yeah! All right, we did it. Yeah!
Good job. Look at the end of that.
Thank you.